Welcome to What's New for Transformation Advisor 244. So let's take a look at what's new. Exported reports are now going to include WebSphere Liberty assessment information. In the past, they didn't do that. There's additional capability in terms of rebranding Transformation Advisor. You have better control of the icons and better control of the title bar. In terms of detecting JAX RPC and needing to mitigate this particular rule, we've improved how we do our detection. So if you already have an access framework in place so that you don't need to make any modifications to work in the target environment, we're better able to detect that. This means in some cases, if you take your old data and put it into 244, you'll see the development cost for some applications go down. In terms of collection, we now give you an option to exclude applications from a scan. We already have the option to include only specific applications. Now you can scan everything and exclude some applications. Additionally, from a performance perspective, if the data collector scan produces analysis reports that are extremely large, we're better able to handle that, and the system is a little bit more robust. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm going to first look at the addition to our ability to export reports. So here is data I've already loaded from one of our SVT environments. And what I've done here is I've selected the compatible runtime. So it's going to show all Liberty options, all TWAS basic container options. So I choose export and I click export. It's going to generate one zip file for each possible target. So in this case, we're expecting 3 zip files to appear. On some browsers, you may get a little pop-up saying there's multiple downloads happening. Just click OK for that and you'll get all your reports. So what we can see here are the reports for each of our targets. I'm just going to start with Open Liberty. So if we take a look at Open Liberty, you're going to see here's the profile that we scanned. Here's the shared libraries associated with that profile. You're going to get a directory filled with detailed information for each application. You're also going to get summary information in the form of CSV and PDF. CSV is provided to allow you to sort and organize the data easily. PDF is a little bit more readable. So what you can see here is the different applications we have, their complexity, when they're going, the number of issues and the estimated dev cost when going to an Open Liberty environment. Now, if you choose WebSphere Liberty, what are we going to see? WebSphere Liberty is slightly different in that we're only going to show you the applications that are different compared to Open Liberty. So in this particular case, our JPA and our RESTful example, both of these applications have a different analysis report when going to WebSphere Liberty. So we're just showing you those two. And we can take a look as well at the summaries. We have our CSV and our PDF. If in the reports you want to see a WebSphere Liberty entry for every single application you have that option, but it needs to be done at collection time. So I'm just going to show that. I've run this command already, so I'm just going to take a look at my history for it. Here we go. And this is the command that you run. So it's the normal command. I'm running Transformation Advisor Data Collector. Here's my WebSphere Liberty home, WebSphere home. Here's the profile I'm scanning. And if you just add all targets, then that's going to ensure that you get a full WebSphere Liberty target for every application. That's going to take a little bit longer to run, probably in the region of about 25% longer for the data collector to execute to get all this information. So what does that look like? So if we come back over here, I've already loaded up this data. So that's my all targets data. So I can select that. And now for every application, you can see I have an Open Liberty entry and a WebSphere Liberty entry. In this particular case, I've selected just Liberty runtimes as my target, so it's not going to show me anything for TWAS basic containers. So when I do the export, I expect really to get 2 zips now, one for my WebSphere Liberty, one for my Open Liberty. Okay, we can see that data has come down. Now, if we take a look at the WebSphere Liberty data that we've produced, what we're expecting is to see all the applications. And there you have it, you see all the applications for our WebSphere Liberty case. One other aspect of the what's new that I just wanted to show was the ability to exclude applications from a scan. you can basically skip them. So if we come in here, let's see where we are. I'm actually going to run this command. I already have a collection set up, and I already have that command in my history. So what we can see here is the command, and just like before, it's the standard command with something added. So I'm running Transformation Advisor Data Collector. My WebSphere home is here. This is the profile I'm interested in, and now I can say minus minus skip applications and give a list of applications. There's also an option to provide a file that has a list of applications. All the details are in the help. But what's going to happen this time is when I run it, I'm saying I do not want to scan activity session.ear. So if we take a quick look back here, we'll see activity session.ear is our first application. So when I come in here and execute the scan, normally when I'm running this scan, it detects 10 applications to be scanned. So this time with activity session removed, I'm expecting it to detect only 9. And there you have it. You can see there are 9 applications to be scanned. And if I jump back here to that one, that's my exclude data. So here you can see activity session isn't there, it's been removed. The cases where you want to exclude an application is maybe you're just not interested in it, or maybe it's taking an extremely long time and you want to collect all the rest of the data first. So just to summarize very quickly, in terms of the what's new, we've got WebSphere Library added to the reports, better ability to rebrand Transformation Advisor, more accurate detection for the JAX RPC, more options in terms of data collection, the ability to exclude applications, and better performance for large data sets. Thank you.